the first image and metaphor concept I want to talk about is weight. Heaviness and weight. It goes together with heaviness, weight, stretching, and being loose. I will explain everything. And to be able to move heavily, the first thing you need to do is to be loose. To be loose doesn't mean to be like this. To be loose means not contracting your muscle like this and be stressed, but be stretched out. We want to stretch out, reach far. And for this we need to lose our trapezoid muscle, the trapezius. This muscle need to be loose. It means if we pull our shoulders up, this is not loose. This is tense and you can't move, not fast, not loose, not heavy. So we want to be loose, and this is the first thing to know and to pay attention to. A common way to demonstrate heaviness is this. Fear will give me some contradiction. He won't let me to just press his hand down. Now I put force into this act. I press down forcefully, and you can see how tense I am and how he is being tense. Now I will just put my hand on him, and this is just the pure weight of the hand. Now I will move my weight into the hand and make it heavier. And for this, if you'll see, I just reach far, I stretch my hand, and what I'm doing is I sink inside, I sink down to the ground, and I let the force go to the ground. From the ground, I let it go up again, and then I move it in a sort of wave motion into my hand. So I make it heavy because I put my entire weight behind it, downwards to the floor, and then the force is coming backwards, upwards, the Newton's third law, into my hand when I stretch far. And I apply zero force here. See? How fun. So this is one of the magic things of Chinese martial arts. I know this is not very useful in combat, or is it? Because I can press. If he strikes me, this, see? And it's not magic, it's very real, it's not a charade, it's real. Few more things about weight. We want to control our weight, we want to play between concentrating the weight in our center and then just spread it away to everywhere. This, for example, is spreading my weight everywhere. If I would do this simultaneously, push this hand and this hand, I will be like twice heavier than I was before. So we want to control our weight. So another way to do it is by jumping. It's not only jumping up, down. It's making myself very concentrated when I'm doing this with my weight. Concentrate my weight and lift it upwards and very fast downwards. For example, or if he grabs me and I just let my weight fall down like this, I make myself very concentrated in a single point, and this becomes heavy for him to grab. So I need to know how to concentrate the weight and spread it. Another thing about concentration of weight called fudging. Fudging is exploding force. Like this is fudging. But one of the ways of understanding fudging is me concentrating my entire weight into a single point for a split of a second. So I put my entire weight here. I actually fall on him with my entire weight like this. This is very useful in combat, of course. This is just a demonstration. But pushing and even striking, I want to have heavy strike, and this is very useful in combat. So I want to be heavy. and I want to do it fast, I want to be explosive. So I just put my entire weight here. And this brings us to the last thing about weight. I can drop the weight very easily down, right? I make my hand heavy, loose, and I drop down, heavy strike. But I can also fall upwards. It contradicts the definition of down. Down is where we fall to. So right now we fall upwards. It's same. I'm not doing it forcefully. I just drop my weight upwards, heavy and loose. And this is the same as doing this. Downwards, upwards. And fajing. The 1-inch punch is sort of this thing. I just drop my weight entirely. See, I touch him and I do what I need to do. We'll talk about it in wave motion, but I drop my weight using wave motion and chain reaction. We'll talk about it in a wave motion. But the 1-inch punch is not pushing. I put my entire weight for a split second on him. So it's wavy, chain reaction, and I just move. You see, I'm touching him, and I just drop my weight into him.